Hello, Hodgepodge Mama here. Long time no see. So I wanted to get back on the ball and do a video on diapering and related issues. This was one of the 9 ways that I thought we parent differently. And my daughter's almost 19 months, and she's been pretty much out of diapers for over a month now. So I thought, no time like the present, I need to hurry up and talk about this while it's still fresh in my mind. So we did a combination approach. We mainly used cloth diapers, and the main reason for that for me was it was more cost effective and also more environmentally friendly. So we did use cloth diapers at home, and the exception was like for the night I would put her in a disposable. That way I knew that it was an absorbent, she was comfortable, I didn't get up to change her, I didn't need to do that. And also when we were out of the house for longer trips, it was more comfortable for her to be in a disposable, thinner diaper in a car seat when we were, when she was going to be in there for a while. But also, I actually enjoy laundry, especially line drying. So washing her diapers and hanging them up to dry, the whole process was kind of relaxing. I know it sounds weird, but I think part of it was it made me feel like I was doing something for the environment. It brought back memories from my childhood when we did line dry our laundry. So the whole process, you don't get that experience this with disposable diapers, obviously. So I've really enjoyed cloth diapering, but we also practiced elimination communication, or EC for short. And the first time I read about elimination communication was actually when we had a foster daughter. We were fostering a little girl, and when she was 8 months old, we thought we'd put her on the toilet, and she went number 2, and we were very excited about that. So let me backtrack real quick. Elimination communication basically means you get in tune with your child, and you pick up on subtle cues, subtle facial expressions, or squirminess, or different things that they might be doing to indicate to you that they have to go, number 1 or number 2. And so when our daughter was born, we thought, why wait? Let's go ahead and get started. So when she was about 4 weeks old, my husband first took her tiny little tushy and held her back up against his torso, and held her under her thighs, and held her over the toilet, made a cue sound, and she went and peed. So that was very exciting. And then around the same time or a little bit later, she woke up from a nap about 45 minutes in, and I thought, let me see if she has to go. And I took her on the toilet and gave her the cue sign. She peed, and then I put her diaper back on, went back to sleep without ever having to nurse her back to sleep. So I thought that was also a little bit exciting, that I was trying to be in tune with what she wanted, why she was squirming, why she was crying. It wasn't always because she wanted to nurse. Sometimes it was because she had to pee. And one time it was hilarious. We had family over helping us pack and move, and she was just squirmy, and people were trying different things. And my husband said, "Hold on, wait a minute. Maybe she has to pee. Let me take her. Maybe she has to go pee." And the reaction was just classic. Maybe she has to what? You're talking about a 2-month-old baby. Maybe she has to what? But so that tells me, our approach is not exactly mainstream. But anyway, one of the things that we try to incorporate into elimination communication, one of the things we thought would help, was using sign language, which is something I'm going to do a different video on our language approach. But so we would use the cue sign, the cue sound, and then also the sign for toilet. Fast forward, that really didn't ever catch on like we had hoped. So she became vocal and verbal, and she says shoo shoo when she has to go potty. So once or twice I've seen her do the sign, but it's not as regular. But that was something that we thought, oh great, we'll introduce that. It'll help us with elimination communication. Let's see. By the time she was 5 months old, she already had a little potty that we set up in the room for her. I wanted her to just always have it around and put her dollies on it and just be used to it. I didn't want to make a big production out of anything. and I have a picture of her sitting, smiling away on the potty when she's 5 months old. So also that was, by 5 months she was getting a little bit heavy for us to hold her over the toilet. And then also she was interacting more and she preferred to be facing us rather than facing away from us. Even though I did put some stickers on the inside of the toilet lid at one point, trying to make the process more friendly, but I realized just get the potty and let's move on with that. By around 10 months old, I decided to take a break because at that point I was waking up at night multiple times to try to put her on the potty. She was waking up to pee, I would put her on the potty. She was in a diaper, so it took some time to take the diaper off, put her on the potty, put the diaper back on, then nurse her back to sleep, do that multiple times through the night, and it takes me a long time to fall asleep, so I was all wide awake by then. I was just exhausted. So at 10 months, I thought, okay, I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to get up at night anymore. And I noticed that she was actually more in tune, I think, to her body at night when she wasn't distracted. So she would get up to pee at night, whereas she wouldn't necessarily during the daytime. But I thought I just can't handle it. So we did take a break a little bit. We weren't very we were committed to it, to elimination communication, but we just used what was convenient when it was convenient for us as kind of a general overall approach. By 14 months, we noticed that she was starting to be interested in potty learning on her own. And I use the term potty learning instead of potty training because we're not training her. We didn't train her to go on the potty. She learned this on her own. She picked it up. It was her own natural development. She was developmentally ready. It was her own natural desire to go ahead and take the next step. So we didn't train her. We didn't do rewards. We didn't, have a goal in mind. In the back of my mind, I had an idea that around 18 months, she would probably be ready with the background of the practices that we did. But at 14 months, she started sitting on the potty with her diaper on, standing in it, putting her doll in it, wiping her doll's bums, and those kind of things. And then that went on for a few months. And then at 17 months, I was giving her some diaper free time, which I did periodically, once or twice a week. So in the morning, took her diaper off, put her on the potty, and then just try to pay attention to when she had to go. And that whole day, I realized at the end of the day, because I would keep track in a little book, I would realize at the end of the day she had no accidents. And the next day, and 3 days in, I realized, oh my God, we are potty learning. That's what's going on here. Within that first week, it occurred to me that she was staying dry for her nap, so there was no reason for me to put a diaper on her for the nap, so she would just stay without a diaper all day long. And then within the first 2 weeks, I became brave and decided, okay, she doesn't need a diaper at night, because at night I started waking up with her, and I would only have to wake up at this point once. When she was younger, it was much more frequent. But now I would wake up once with her, put her on the potty, she would go back to sleep, and then in the morning I would wake up, put her on the potty right away. So she stopped wearing diapers at home, and we would only put a diaper on when we would leave the house. And this became kind of sad. I realized that I had to put the diaper genie away. I wasn't using it. I wasn't going through the cloth diapers like I used to. So this was really sad because I associated cloth diapers with babyhood, with having a baby. And when I no longer use the cloth diapers, I realized I no longer have a baby. I have a toddler. On short outings, we started to get brave, and when we would go outside to walk the dogs, I wouldn't put a diaper on her. If we made a quick trip to the store and back, I wouldn't put a diaper on her. When we would go to swim class, I would take her swim diaper off and then just put a onesie on her, no diaper, bring her back home. No diaper. So we've been getting more and more brave. When we're going to be out and about, half the day, or if I'm taking her to my parents, it's an hour and a half drive, I'm going to put a disposable on her. And she asks to go. She says shoo shoo, shoo shoo when she has to go. And so in the car, sometimes we're on the highway and I have to tell her, go ahead and go. You have your backup system. You have your diaper on. Go ahead and pee. And then as soon as we get there, I'll change you. Sometimes she does, other times she just holds it. So go figure. At 18 months, when at her 18-month appointment with the doctor, she used a toilet like a big girl. And I remember the nurse was just flabbergasted. My husband was telling me that they went, where? She's doing what? That's amazing. And interestingly, we got a little printout from the pediatrician also that said some parents, are interested in starting to think about potty training at this age, but don't push it, and most kids are not ready for it. And I just thought that was funny because pretty much it was there, and we didn't push it, not at all. We just encouraged it. If we see that she's ready for something, we encourage it. We don't try to prevent her because we think she's too young. And this was just no different than anything else. So yeah, actually a couple days ago, I finally packed away all of her cloth diapers. It was very emotional. I still have two pre-packed cloth diapers ready for like trips that are not very long, that I might put a cloth diaper on her if we're going out. And then the disposable diapers, I'm never gonna have to buy the next size up because we just got those right before she became potty independent, almost, just about. She's not quite potty independent. I do still have to go with her, and we have to help her with her clothes, and but yeah, for being 18 months old, it's she's growing up so fast. But that has been our experience with cloth diapers, with elimination communication, with potty learning already at 18 months. So yeah, thanks for listening, and see you next time. Bye.